You will shoot yourself in the foot if you do these things. Your home will sit on the market. Home buyers may even avoid seeing your home. And worst of all, you will make even less money than you originally planned. Hey everyone, Ryan Haarer, Denver Realtor here. I list lots of homes for sellers and show lots of homes to buyers. So I know the mistakes sellers make and how the buyer perceives those mistakes. I've got 5 mistakes you must avoid. Let's get right into it. First, and a longer section here because it's probably the biggest mistake you can make, overpricing your home. I get it. As a seller, you want to get the best possible price for your home. You've put a lot of love and care into it and you know its value. It's tempting to set a high asking price to see if you can get top dollar, if not a little bit more. However, overpricing can definitely work against you. When buyers see an overpriced home, a few things happen. First, I see buyers simply skip over your listing because it's out of their budget or they fear overpaying. That's a big one right now. The less people who see the home, the less chance you have of getting multiple offers, if any offers at all. This can lead to your home sitting on the market longer, and the longer it sits, the more buyers start to wonder if there's something wrong with it. And in most cases in the Denver market, you have about 2 to 3 weeks to generate as much attention as possible and showings as possible. And after a couple of weeks and a dozen showings or so, you're probably looking at having to make a significant price drop of 5% or more to generate interest again. The real estate market is competitive and buyers are savvy. They have access to lots of information these days and they're certainly not interested in overpaying for a home. So what's the right strategy? I'm not going to go do a deep dive on proper home pricing today, and each home is different, but the biggest piece of advice I can give you is do your best to take emotion out of pricing. Detach yourself from all the hard work you've put in and how much you love certain features of your home. Instead, take a hard look at what similar homes have sold for and be honest with yourself about what features in those homes are better or features that are lacking in your home. And don't forget to look at what listings you're going up against. It's good to know what homes have actually sold for, but you really need to know what your competition's price is. If the home similar to yours has been on the market for several weeks without an offer, should you be listing at the same price? Probably not. As a realtor, my goal is to help you net the most money possible. My plan is to strategically price your home to generate interest and drive traffic. And that's what generates competition for your home instead of you competing for buyers. It's what commands the highest price and the most qualified buyers. All right, let's get into the second mistake, and that is neglecting home repairs. The homes that sell for the most money in this market are in excellent condition. Now, before I go one step further, you have to know I'm not telling you to spring for a $200,000 renovation or remodel. If your home is dated, that's okay. Not only do you likely want to avoid the headache of hiring contractors and living in a construction zone, but the numbers may not make sense for you to do all of that work and then sell. However, I am telling you to make sure the home is buttoned up, that everything in the home is working properly, and that any cosmetic damage is repaired. There are a few major systems, we call them, that are very important to address, especially in the Denver area. I'll run through those real quick. First, the roof. Hailstorms can take a toll on Colorado rooftops. If you've had significant damage or the roof is nearing the end of its life, consider replacement. This is one that will come up on inspection and could throw a wrench in the deal. Remember, insurance may help you with hail damage. Another one is sewer lines. When was the last time you had your sewer line cleaned or cleared? If there's a tree root blocking the line, or if there's a particularly old line that's cracking, get it evaluated. Oftentimes you can just get the line cleared and cleaned, and in the worst case, you may need to replace the line, but we'll deal with that if we see that's necessary. Also, HVAC. Most of the time, even on older units and systems, a good cleaning and tune-up will suffice, but if your unit is on its last leg, you may want to consider replacing it. Those are just a few. I don't want to make this video too long, but if you have any known issues, leaking pipes, cracked window seals, loose floorboards, faulty electrical, get those things addressed. By the time you hit the market, everything should be working to the best of its ability, and cosmetic damage, chipped paint, loose faucets, all of those things should be tuned up. Make the buyer feel like there's nothing they need to do immediately when moving in. On to the third mistake, poor staging and presentation. Once the home is in tip-top shape, it's time to get it ready for photos and for buyers to start walking through the home with their agents. The goal in this stage is to appeal to the broadest range of buyers as possible by decluttering, eliminating personal effects as much as possible, and utilizing neutral colors and furniture. Decluttering means getting rid of as much stuff as humanly possible. Best case scenario, you move out and deep clean the home. Hire a staging company. That will give the most model home look possible, allowing a buyer to see themselves in the home instead of you still in the home. Now, moving out completely, that's not possible for many households. So if you're staying in the home while it's on the market, start packing. Get as much of your stuff into boxes leaving just your furniture and home decor. If you need to utilize your garage for storage, that's okay. People are not all that concerned with your garage feeling cluttered, but the interior needs to look light and bright. During showings, if you're living in the home, do a nice once-over before leaving the house. Deep clean the home before going on the market, and then keep it in as good of shape as possible when you know there are showings. A note about a vacant home: you do not have to pay for staging, but it does help buyers visualize the space, and it definitely helps with photography and how your home is viewed online. Call me. We'll talk through what makes the most sense to make sure you net the most money. Fourth mistake, bare bones marketing. It's 2024 and the way people find homes and analyze them is more advanced than ever. Hopefully I don't have to tell you professional photos are an obvious must, but I'm referring to a modern marketing strategy that you should be implementing to maximize your exposure and drive traffic to your listing. When it comes to marketing, my goal as a realtor is to make sure your listing becomes famous. I want as many people as humanly possible to see your home, and we reach those people through thoughtful and creative digital strategies. Social media is a major pillar of my business, exposing my clients' listings to tens of thousands of additional viewers and potential home buyers compared to agents who simply put photos in the MLS and hope that buyers find them on Zillow. Now, I'm on Zillow and all of the home search websites, but I'm also on Instagram and Facebook and TikTok and YouTube, LinkedIn. I'm even running paid ads on social media, all to maximize exposure to the listing. Creative videos garner not just attention, but excitement. I want buyers to have my marketing piece in their heads when they go to think about which homes they're going to see that day. Beyond photos, social media, and video, I recommend including professionally designed flyers for buyers who walk the home. Also postcards sent to the neighborhood. What if neighbors have a friend or family member they'd like to live closer? I also like to include 3D virtual tours and floor plans to help buyers visualize their furniture in the space. And I like open houses to not just drive traffic, but get real-time feedback from those seeing the home. That is a marketing plan. Photos alone are not, and I see good homes with poor marketing sit on the market without strong offers that it deserves. The fifth and final mistake I see home sellers make: ignoring curb appeal. First impressions are everything. Regardless of what time of year you list, make sure your landscaping and exterior are looking as good as possible. Spring and summer listing, get that lawn looking nice and green. Plant some flowers, bring in some flower pots. If you're listing in the winter, shovel that drive to make the home appear well maintained. Or better yet, if you know in advance you're listing in the winter, take photos of the exterior in the summer when the home is looking its best. I hate when I see the neighbors' trash bins or random toys on the lawn. Be thoughtful about all of those items on picture day. So that's it. 5 mistakes I see home sellers make in Denver. 1, help maximizing your home value and walking away from your home with the most money. I've got a detailed plan. I'd love to share it with you, your friends, and your family. Give me a call. My contact information is below. See you next time.